Hey guys, Chef Umberto here. What's cooking? And it's another one of our little educational things. It's a mission that Johnny C., my good friend, asked a while back ago, and I have been obsessing with it.
I think I asked you, Chef Umberto, probably about 6 months ago. Maybe.
Yeah. And ever since I did my research, I always heard of it, but I didn't know much. The Pignolata itself is a Sicilian carnival. It's a carnival dessert pastry, and it's also something that's not used all year round. The traditional one is done with honey. It's a poor man's dessert. It's 3 ingredients: eggs, lard, and flour.
Yes.
All right. And what happened was the black and white. Believe it or not, there's a history behind it. You know that the Pignolata was not a Sicilian thing to start. It was originated in Arabic domain.
I'm not surprised to hear that, but that's very interesting.
But it was done with honey, okay? And then when they went to the black and white, it still wasn't an Italian thing. What was his name? In 1915, King. He was named King, and his name was Habsburg was his name, and it was Spain that dubbed it with this. And now this dessert, Pignolata, other than the granita, which is a popular dessert in Messina, is an all year round dessert.
Yes, they do it all year there in Messina. We have family that sends it to us from Messina. A lot of people, they Google Pignolata and you see Crisafulli.
Yeah, well, that's the way it originated with honey.
Like I walk into a Sicilian bakery sometimes. Oh, we know it's Crisafulli. They show it to me. I said, no, that's
It's
Crisafulli.
Technically Pignolata Siciliana. That's why.
Pignolata Messinese.
Yeah, but that Crisafulli is more of a Sicilian type thing. That's drizzled with the honey.
Yes.
So, after agonizing, I think I'm getting close.
Let me tell you, my father, Umberto, has been trying to make it for probably, seriously now, the last 2-3 years, ever since Venero's in Manhattan stopped making it for Easter. I mean, we had a cry for help, a Crisafulli family cry for help when my father went to Venero's and he waited online. He parked blocks away and he gets inside for Easter to bring home for Easter dinner, for dessert. And they say, we're not making it Easter. Papa C called me, help, Johnny, we need help. And that's when I've shared with chefs and they say, oh, no, yeah, they don't dedicate the time. And I'm so thankful. And I know it's not easy. And my father still is trying to perfect it. And I can tell that and I took a little bite before, but I haven't had this one yet. But it is not easy to make.
No.
My father has a lot of calculations, and there is an art and a science here. And
Now,
it's old world.
Other than the size of these could be a little bit bigger, because the way they specify the Italian recipes, it's a little bit smaller than a gnocchi. So that's what I did. I make gnocchi. But anyway, let's get the genetically inclined taste buds.
Listen, I've tasted it since I was a baby. My father had it when he was a baby. Actually, he broke a tooth once with the Pignolata. There was a loose tooth when he was a baby. So here we go.
The recipe for the chocolate calls for cacao amaros, which is
You're actually sharing some good recipe secrets here.
And then the black and white is lemon. The other side. So
now my father always talks about at the end, or you're using an alcohol in it.
Yeah. What we did with this, we used a little tiny bit of it's an Italian brandy. Okay. When we made the dough.
Okay.
When we made the dough afterwards, we drenched it with a little bit. What happens if you put too much? It loses that crunch on the outside.
Yes.
But we just doused it with a little bit, and then we built the glaze.
All right. So basically, looking at it visually, it's got the shape of a Pignolata Messinese, where it's puffed out. Which is great. Maybe a little bigger, maybe next time.
And those are things that we can adjust. If we need to be a little bit lemonier, we can do that. But I got it to the point where I'm bringing it to the table.
Listen, I'm getting ready. I love the lemon. I'm gonna definitely take a piece of the lemon here. Okay, so here it goes. Now, normally when I grab it, I can break it off. You gotta break it. So this just came off. So I like to break it in half too. And there, that's an authentic sound when it breaks. Yes, and here you can see it's completely dense inside, but you can't squeeze it, which is a perfect texture. You can't squeeze it, and I'm gonna go for a bite.
What do you think?
Yeah.
More lemon, right?
Well, definitely more lemon. Definitely more lemon, and of course more icing, traditionally from Messina. But you have the, how do you call it? I always get confused. A biscuit or it's a wafer. The dough. The dough, you have it down.
This is where I was having problems. The chocolate, I got it down.
You have the dough down. It's maybe a little harder, a little, but it's dry. Like it's dry. It's dense. But yeah, I mean, chef, this is a Pignolata Messinese.
Taste the chocolate now.
You know, it's
going to bring you back to Messina. That one there, I know I got to go more lemon on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know who the ultimate judge is going to be.
Concetto.
And tell him, don't shoot me. I messed up. It should have been more lemon there. Now I'm tasting it. I didn't want to overpower it, and I underpowered it. So that's an easy fix, and I'll make them a little bit better.
Now that I like, because I was able to break it off, and it took off a little from the other side.
Now I have something that you don't know. I have Jennifer from Messina that I've been going back and forth.
I mean, you're the real deal, chef. I know. I mean, you're real. You have sources from the province of Messina.
So what she's doing is she's actually going to send me. Hopefully, we're going to get it within the next month or so. I was trying to get it before our Sunday dinner.
Right.
But we're going to get it actually from Messina. This way I can, because I said, listen, I got to actually taste the real McCoy. But I know I got this down to the science, the dough.
Yeah, I mean, and then again with the icing here, the chocolate taste is there, but it's not like I wouldn't have any. I wouldn't have any on my fingers. It's like it's kind of like a chalky kind of chef.
Yeah.
You know, basically it's kind of like a chalky type of icing. It's very interesting, but this is amazing. I mean, my father, I cannot wait for him to come down and try it.
You don't have to come down. I got plates of them to bring.
Oh, great.
Believe me, I got the one. Well, let's go over and check out the table.
Yeah, that when I walked in here, I felt like I was walking into like a back kitchen of Sicily.
Johnny C, there's nothing. I spared no expense because now we're going to talk about, you know, what we talked about. We were talking Sicily and everything.
Yes.
As we go into the desserts.
I mean, look at this. This is like, you know, heaven.
We have the sanguinella, orangello, limoncello with the Sicilian lemons.
I love it. And here, very interesting how the icing on this Pignolata Messinese is very more similar to a Messina where it's more iced. Can I take a bite?
Absolutely.
Okay, so this is my father's?
You're going home with you, bud.
Okay, all right.
Wait. You don't think I'm eating all this stuff?
Yeah. The icing is very, very, very close. And even with maybe just a little more of the glaze, or my father says the meringue, lemon meringue.
Yeah.
But look at that. That's perfect how that's glazed there.
But you see how both of them are the dark?
Yeah. But again, you have the dough perfect. I got to tell you, everybody, I'm gonna actually say something right now, very serious. Chef Umberto is gonna get the real prototype from Messina. I have no doubt. I brought you some from Termini in South Philly, and that is they're definitely there. The traditional meringue is they do a different style, but Termini's been making it since 1927 or 1927 in South Philly. They came from Enna. And Venero's in Manhattan since the 60s, since the World's Fair. They brought in bakers from Sicily. So we can only get it in Christmas in Venero's and during the Feast of Carnevale in South Philly.
Well, once we get it right with Chef Umberto, you'll be able to get it anytime.
Well, listen, anytime, but not only that, we have the tri-state covered.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna ask you, Chef, for this Easter Sunday, I can't get it at Venero's.
You got it.
I can't get it in Termini.
Just tell me how big you want that. I told you what I'm working. I'm working on the oval one with a box. So it'll be dressed up nice for the holidays.
So you think maybe we're in February, maybe March, we can get to a real,
absolutely.
And then we can, what I'm going to say is right now, folks, if you're interested in what is Pignolata Messinese, I want to taste. What is this thing that Johnny C's family so passionate about, and what Chef Umberto dedicated so much. I mean, how many hours? Just be honest.
I've been spending some time since we talked.
You know what
and believe me, you haven't seen all my flops that I made.
I can imagine.
I can tell you that Johnny, it didn't come out good.
I'm going to tell you right now, you want to taste this. This is delicious. I'm being and Chef said, Johnny, I want you to really be honest with me. So you will love this, and you're going to want to have it on your table for your Easter celebration with your family for dessert. And I'm going to tell you, I have no doubt. Yeah, when Concetto tastes it, we're going to do a video with Concetto.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
We're honored. I thank you, Chef.
Oh, it's my pleasure,
mean,
Johnny.
This is unbelievable.
A little bit of Sicily.
Can I have a cannoli?
Absolutely.
Because
it won't be Sicily without the cannoli.
Let me tell you,
Actually, I'm going to do a chin chin with you.
Chin, brother.
Cannoli.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
These are our cannolis that we serve here.
I love it. I love it. Folks, Z Marie here in Tom's River, you can't get better. You can't get better quality with a chef who's been in the industry so many years, grew up in his family. Chef, share your location with everybody.
Plaza 1, my mouth's full, I'm stuffing my face with cannolis. Plaza 1 Mini Mall, 730 Jamaica Boulevard, Tom's River. We're right off of Mule Road, but watch my videos. I make a joke out of it. Some people think we're, sometimes you can come in and we'll have 2 people in here. But we only got a 20-seat dining room, so if you don't call them make reservations, you might not get in.
It's like coming to a nice dinner at family's house here at Z Marie's. And Umberto, I continue family.
Same here, John.
Your cuisine, your homemade sausage, everything that you make here is always stellar.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
All right, brother. Keep it up.
Only for we're gonna get the verdict. We're gonna follow up with Mr. Concetto because that's the holy grail. When we get the blessing from him, it's a 2 thumbs up. But Johnny, it's a pleasure, buddy.
Amen. Well, you got my blessing. This is delicious, and please, Pignolata Messinese, get ready. Easter Sunday, you'll be able to get it at Z Marie's here in Tom's River.
Guys, for What's Cooking, I'm Chef Umberto. Johnny C the Pizza, guys. Tante belle cose. We'll see you soon.
See you soon. Ciao, ciao.